All right, welcome back to Pigeon series. Today's practice is going to be a little bit different. So far, everything has been down on the floor because Pigeon typically happens down on the floor. But for the sake of some variety and mixing things up and getting the body moving in useful ways, but different ways, we're actually going to be doing more of a standing practice today. There will be some time spent kneeling. We will make our way down to the floor for some seal and a quick plank, but then we'll be back up to standing again. So I would recommend that you have a couple of blocks nearby, just in case you're gonna want them for some of your like low lunges, half split kind of things. You can just have them on either side of your mat, partway down the mat, so that they're ready for you and easy to reach, and we can get started. So we're gonna get started at the top of our mat in mountain pose. So feet are hip width distance apart. You're going to connect with the 3 points on the bottom of each foot, center of the heel, ball of the foot below the big toe, ball of the foot below the little toe, and see if you can split your weight evenly between each foot and then evenly amongst those 3 spots. Okay? We're standing tall, neck is long, bottom of the chin is roughly parallel with the floor, shoulders are up, back, and down. We can inhale the arms up overhead. You can clasp your fingers together, sending them towards the ceiling, keeping your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale. Exhale to side bend to the right. Inhale up through center. Exhale to side bend to the left. Inhale up through center. Exhale, sending your pelvis forward and looking up ever so slightly. Your fingers are going to point just a little bit behind you on the ceiling, just a gentle back extension. Inhale, coming back through center, letting the arms open and sweep down as you exhale into a forward fold. We're going to inhale to halfway rise, hands coming to the shins, flat back, and exhale to fold. You can have a nice generous bend in your knee here. And then we're going to start to roll up the spine one vertebrae at a time. Coming back to mountain. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Hands find the floor. Stepping the right foot back. Lowering that knee down. Inhaling the arms up into the air, coming into a low lunge without your blocks. Exhale the hands back down, finding your blocks. We're going to use them to walk ourselves back, coming into our half split. So on the heel of that left front foot, toes are pulled back, bit of a hamstring stretch. Walk the hands back forward with the blocks, coming into not quite a low lunge just yet, kind of a low lunge. Place the blocks aside. Right hand's going to come to the mat. Left hand, as you exhale, the left hand is going to sweep up towards the ceiling, coming into a spinal twist. Bringing that hand back down to the floor. We're going to step the left foot back, and this is where you can do whatever version of plank feels best for your body. We're going to bring the knees down, lower our bellies, bring our hands forward and out to the side slightly to lift into seal. Exhale down. Hands come under the shoulders. Push up through table. You can pop into a plank for a moment if you want to, and then we're going to transition into downward dog. You can walk your feet up the mat towards your hands, ending in a forward fold. Roll up the spine one vertebrae at a time. Returning to mountain, just for a moment. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold, hands finding the mat again. This time we're going to step back with the left foot. Left knee comes to the floor. Make sure your blocks are nearby. But first, in the slow lunge, we're going to inhale the arms up through the air, overhead, or out front if that's all the flexion you have. It doesn't matter. Bringing the hands back down towards the mat. Find your blocks. We're going to walk it back, coming up on the heel of that right foot. Half split. Walking it forward, setting the blocks aside. Left hand comes to the mat, sweeping the right fingertips towards the ceiling for the twist. Right hand comes back down to the ground. We're going to step that right foot back. You can do whatever variation of plank you prefer. Lower yourself to the floor. Hands come forward and slightly out to the side, coming back into seal. Lowering your belly back down. Hands come under the shoulders. You can pop up into plank. You can transition through table, coming into downward dog. This time, walk your hands back toward your feet. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Coming back into your mountain. And that is where we're going to end today's practice.